I'm Marin, and this is Post-its and Pens.
Walking away, your words are lost on me. It's taking every...
Hello and welcome to or welcome back to my channel. My name is Marin, and here you will find a little beauty, a little books, and a little teaching content. So if that sounds like something you might enjoy, I would love for you to subscribe and stick around and join me in my little corner of YouTube. Today's video is going to be my February makeup basket and my February eyeshadow roulette picks. So let's go ahead and get into the video.
Not to turn around.
Now, I want to go ahead and start by recapping January's eyeshadow roulette pick. So if you have never seen one of my makeup basket videos before, I did my very first one in January. I'll link it up above. But basically, I used a random number generator to choose 5 eyeshadow shades that I wanted to try to use 5 times in the month of January. And I was tracking them. So I'm going to go ahead and just hold it up for you so you can see. These were my picks for January, and as you can see, I did use each pick 5 times. So that was a success. So I'm going to do the same thing again for February. Now, I'm actually filming this quite late. It is February 5th right now, so I did do the spinner wheel and choose the shades several days ago, like when we were still in January. So I'm just gonna show you the screen recording that I did on my phone. I'll put it on the side right here, and that way you can see that it was legit. These were the shades that were chosen, and then I'll swatch them for you and let you know how I'm doing, because I've actually already used some of them a handful of times. So here we go. Okay, so I do start the random number generator, the random number generator at number 2, because if you're looking at my Excel sheet, the first shade is on box number 2. So I do it from 2 to 170, and then I generate 5 numbers. So here is number 1.
See if you'll let go of me.
Okay, shade number 1 was 131. And 131 was the shade Liar from my Urban Decay Naked 3 palette. So I will go ahead and swatch that for you. So it is this shade right here. It's one that I've actually used several times. This is one of my favorite palettes of all time. I know that's kind of an unpopular opinion, but I really like this palette. So here is the shade right here. And now we will do shade number 2.
I can see it now.
So shade number 2 was 166, and that comes from a palette that I had in last month's basket. It is the Violet Voss Sunflower Mini palette, and the shade is the first matte shade, so these do not have names, but it is this shade right here. It's just a very simple, like, nude color, which I really like if I'm going for simple shades. So there it is right there, kind of a yellowish undertone. And now we will do shade number 3.
But if I'm gonna lose you.
Shade number 3 was 87, and 87 comes from my Tarte, what is it called? Tarte, I think it's Buried Treasure. Yes, Tarte Buried Treasure palette. It just is a little mini palette that looks like this. And it is the shade Skipper, which is this little tiny purplish shade right here. This is another one that I've used before. So these are kind of all shades that I've gotten some use out of previously, but that's okay. So it is this kind of matte purplish mauve-y shade. Okay, shade number 4. Shade number 4 is kind of an unnamed shade. It is from my e.l.f. Rosewater Quad, and it is this first shimmer shade right here. So I will swatch it. This was number, what was it? Number 8? Number 9. Number 9, shade number 9. So it just looks like this. And I really like this shade. It's very easy just to pat over the lid. I'm wearing it today, so that's a good pick. I can do that very easily, get 5 uses out of that. Okay, and then the last shade, shade number 5. Shade number 5 is number 77, which comes from my newest palette to my collection, which is the Natasha Denona Retro palette. And it is the shade Vivian, which is this one right here. So another like very neutral matte shade. So I will swatch it. I've already used that one several times as well. It doesn't swatch super well. It's kind of hard to show up, but it is this kind of peachy color. It's right here. Very hard to see, but yeah. So those are the shades. They actually complement each other really, really well. So I'm actually wearing every one of the shades on my eyes right now, except for this one right here, which is from the Sunflower palette. But yeah, very easy to use shades. I will not have any trouble at all using those 5 times. So last month I did really, really badly about taking pictures of various eyeshadow looks when I was using those shades. So I will try to do better this month and make sure I can show you those next month. But now let's go ahead and do my little Shop My Stash section to pick out the rest of my makeup basket items for February. So I keep my makeup in these little 3-drawer units that I have in my bathroom closet. So I picked 2 of them out just to kind of go through the products in here and talk about. So the first one that I'm going to pick out is all of my blushes. So I do have this Benefit Blush Bar palette, which I really, really like. I also have some singles. So I have a couple of cream or liquid blushes, one from Milk, one from Glossier, and then I do have some powder blushes. So I have this one from Physicians Formula. I have this one, which is from ColourPop. It's a pink shade. It's from their Disney Designer collection. And then I also have this one, which is the Too Faced Papa Don't Peach blush. And because my Project Pan blush is this pink tone right here, I think what I'm actually going to do is go with the peach shade from the Papa Don't Peach. I think that will be a nice little trade-off. So last month I was using this one from Tarte, which was also a peach shade, but I think I'm going to go ahead and swap it for this one. The colors are similar, but not completely the same. So I'll swatch both of them. So as you can see, one of them is a little bit more shimmery and a little bit darker, and the other one is a little bit more pink. So I am going to go ahead and go with the Papa Don't Peach blush for February, just to add some peachiness to my makeup basket. I also picked up a new concealer. This is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. This is in the shade, let's see, Light Peach, because I was trying to find something that would cancel out my dark under eye circle. So this is replacing the Tarte concealer that I showed last month. And then I am down to the very dregs of the Too Faced Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer, which I've been using as my foundation. So those are the 2 complexion products that I'm going to continue to use in February, so nothing new there. But let's go ahead and pick out another eyeshadow or a couple eyeshadows. So these are all of my mini palettes. I'm not going to do any large palettes because I already have those 5 from my Eyeshadow Roulette, but I do think I'm going to add in this one from ColourPop. As you can see, there's not much left of this. This is the shade Crimper, so I think that might be nice just to pat on some sparkle. If you can see, it's kind of just a gold shade. And I think I also am going to add in a pink. So this is a single from ColourPop. This is called Come and Get It. So it is just kind of this pinkish shade, which I will swatch for you right here. So I think that will be kind of fun to add some pink for Valentine's Day, and it kind of will also get some use out of that one. So I will add that one in to my makeup basket, as well as this gold shade. I'll go ahead and swatch this one as well. This one's pretty crumbly, so I'm not sure how much longer it's gonna hang in there, but we'll get use out of it while we can. So it is this gold shade right here, which I think is really pretty and a nice topper. As for the rest of my makeup, they are all going to come from my Project Pan. So I am working on this ColourPop liner. I usually use it on my lower lash line, which is how I'm wearing it today. I'm making really nice progress on this, so I want to keep making sure that I'm using this pretty much every day. So that's gonna definitely get a lot of use this month. I'm also working on this Benefit Highbrow pencil, which is getting some decent use. I like to use it as like an inner corner highlight sometimes. And then I also have the same 3 lip products that I feel like I've been using for months and months. So I have the lipstick from Tarte. This is in the shade Salt Life. I have the Laneige Lip Glowy Balm in Pear, and I have the Urban Decay lip liner in Interrogate. So I'm not going to add any other lip products in because y'all, these are the ones. I'm going to use these until they're gone. I'm really hoping that maybe by June I can switch in some new lip products, but those will be the same lip products, so I'm not adding anything new there. So let's go ahead. I'll quickly run through the rest of my makeup. So I have my usual setting powder. This is the Too Faced Peach Perfect. I am almost out of this though, y'all, which is like so sad because this is discontinued and it is my favorite. I also am using up the remainder of this Jouer setting powder, which as you can see, I did repress. So hopefully that will be gone soon. This is the Soft Focus Hydrate and Set powder. I have the same highlighter that I was using last month because it is the Rose Quartz highlighter from Becca. I want the pink again for Valentine's Day. And I do have a new mascara from last month, so I am now using the Essence Lash Princess. This is the False Lash Effect. This is the waterproof formula because the non-waterproof one smudges really bad on me, but this one I'm really liking and it doesn't smudge. So that is my current mascara. So that's a change from last month as well. And then I still do have my roller liner from Benefit, which is my go-to liner. So that's it. That is my February makeup basket. I do not go super crazy with adding a bunch of products because I like my routine to be as simple as possible. And honestly, I like to play with color, not like base products. So I will continue to use the same base products until they are gone. So you won't see much difference with that one in each of these videos. But yeah, that is a look at my makeup basket. Let me throw it all into my container and I will do a very quick wrap up and show you what it all looks like. So as always, I keep my Project Pan items in here. I also put the Eyeshadow Roulette shades in here. So that's that, but here is my little makeup case with this month's items. So there we go. Like I said, nothing special. I don't go crazy. I just try to make sure I'm circulating through all of the items in my collection so that nothing gets forgotten. And that's why I like the Eyeshadow Roulette thing, even though these shades were ones that I probably would have used regardless. But honestly, when you look at the full color palette, it's a pretty nice one for February. I'm pretty pleased with it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you would like to see more from me, and I will see you in my next one. Bye everyone.
I'm up all day.